You.
Yo.
Manus.
What up?
Collecting is tight.
Okay.
Just a restaurant. Can I Thwipp It another day out on the road? Right. This is more than Can I Thwipp It.
Yeah.
This is Collecting is Tight.
That's what this is.
Can I Thwipp It presents Collecting is Tight.
Yeah, Can I Thwipp It presents as if we're a company.
So this is the first episode of our new endeavor, the real YouTube show, Collecting is Tight. So we're going to get around to a few shops today. We're going to check out some stuff. We've got a big place we're heading to at the end of the ep, so you have to tune in for that. And it's going to be amazing. Can I Thwipp It or Collecting is Tight? Collecting is tight.
Collecting is in fact tight. Yo, what's up, everybody? Collecting is in fact tight. We about to get to doing some more collecting. It's my man Chris.
How you doing?
We're up in the shop. This is Alternate Universe. This is where I frequent to get my dose of drugs to put in my veins. My comic books.
So what are you getting this week?
Man.
Here's the
Good, bro. It's good to see you, man.
You too.
Love shit. What do I got in the
got?
bag,
Yeah, what you
dog?
got? Fully cold.
This is a couple.
I think I probably called you and was like, "Can you put these in there too?" Because I do that a lot.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
I
so you
think been on that Spawn kick, so I got to get the Spidey, homage covers. $298, $299. Ooh, Akuma versus Hell.
Oh, I saw
You know
that.
we love Street
Sick.
Fighter. Both coveys. Chris hooks me up. He's like, I know Jan needs both coveys. Hit Girl, new Black Cat, J Skiznai J Scott Campbell, one of my faves. We know that.
We all know that.
New Spider-Man, of course. What's in his box? Spider-Man. Kick ass. This shit is fire. Oh, some Miles. We need that now too. And our Absolute Carnage dose this week. Little Venom tie-in. Bam. Oh Jesus! Don't bend your books, stupid. That's me. That's like what you. That's like what
I would.
That's what Eli would do.
Yeah.
Idiot. All right, I'm gonna get these motherfuckers right now. Excuse my language. That's how I talk. I like to do whatever I want. Life, people. I'm gonna get these comic books, and then we're gonna sit down and talk to Chris for a minute, see what he's into.
That's good.
You can curse, Chris, if you want. Yeah.
Shit.
All right, we're here with Chris at Alternate Universe, AltV.
This is the place.
This is the place
to be.
Alt vs. Echo Park.
Yep.
Echo
Los
Park.
Angeles.
When you open here?
We opened December of 2014, so we're actually going to have our 5-year anniversary coming up in a couple months.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
Do you have any? Would you like a live podcast TV show taping?
We could do
perhaps?
quite the
Sure.
Yeah, we
celebration.
should do that. Yeah.
I'd love to have
Yeah, we
that.
should do that.
That sounds exciting.
Cross pollination never ends.
But
Yep.
we've been around for 5 years here in Echo Park, just a couple blocks from Blvd Stadium. We're planning like a big celebration, a bunch of discounts on all the toys you love, back issues. Right now we got some dollar issues going on, and as well as the games and Magic the Gathering.
Tons. Yeah, and you have every week. There's a big gaming group that comes here.
Correct. So
What's
Magic
Magic?
Gathering
Magic.
has been blowing up the last couple of years. They released a online version which is really popular, and that's really just stoked the flame of interest in the game itself. We're seeing a lot of kids.
Peter, our friend, plays Magic.
Shout out Peter, our
Yeah,
friend.
shout out Peter, our friend.
Thanks for the beats. You'll hear one in a minute.
And a lot of kids that have been playing like Pokemon who have just been collecting, not really playing, they're starting to get into middle school where the older kids are playing Magic and they're really getting into Magic. So it's been a really good time. And yeah, we host Standard on Thursday and Friday night drafts every Friday night at 7 p.m.
Nice.
Yeah, I used to play Magic back in the day. High school was quite a time for Magic.
Really?
Yeah.
I never did many of the card games. There was a Star Trek card game that my brother and I played, but there was not a.
I played
there was
Star
no
Wars
one to
cards.
play with. It seemed like when I grew up.
You guys.
I played the Star Wars card game too, which
It's terrible.
Terrible.
It was okay. I had a
it was
good
awful.
time. Oh man,
awful.
it was awful.
It was.
So was the Overpower game. Remember that Marvel card game?
Yes, I do.
Overpower. I don't even think I ever understood the game. I just liked the cards. I gotta say, the toys is what really brought me into the spot. You had a bunch of great great import little zones going on.
Yeah, we
You know,
do
keeps lots of
four
toys in
main
here.
sections of like our display cases. We do like sort of art toys, pop culture stuff. We've got Dodger bobbleheads here. Then we go to like a DC cabinet with Batman's got its own shelf.
A fine looking shelf indeed.
Batman. We got like a Masters of the Universe Thundercats shelf, General DC, Pops, Star Wars, Marvel, Mezco. We support Mezco 112 Collective quite a bit.
Those are fire. You get two. You get one to open, and you get one to keep in the box.
Right. And one just in case.
Yep,
Yeah,
one just
great.
in case.
And then we also have like our import shelf that you usually gravitate towards with the Dragon Ball Z, and Voltron, Transformers, all those good Japanese import.
Yeah, they make good toys.
They do. Those Japanese.
You make them do really awesome stuff when you get to playing with them.
Yeah.
We'll
I
show
gotta
you
say, I gotta say the Mezco figs are comparable.
Yeah.
They're comparable. Is that
And
the
I know,
correct
Manus,
word?
you're a poser.
Yeah, I definitely pose.
Not a
poses.
poser.
Oh,
Just a poser.
Pose
both.
figs. Kind of.
Yeah, you have a great setup, Manus, which is
It's
very nice.
Yeah, I like messing with the figs, man. That's what I do.
So what brought you, like, what made you want to open a comic book shop? You've always been a fan, or
Yeah,
where did it
I've been
start?
into all this stuff since I was a kid. X-Men 173 was the first comic book I ever bought. Been an X-Men guy ever since.
Nice.
So been into comics for years and years. I got into playing Magic the Gathering in 1996.
Wow.
So that's been a long time. And then, yeah, toys as a kid. And then I got back into it, weirdly enough. I think I went to the Toys R Us and bought a Transformer.
You're like, oh,
And it just
That's
started
it.
this
there it is.
aggressive collecting phase I had for about 10
Going
years.
to Toys R Us at 9 a.m. when you know the shipments are coming in.
Yeah.
Just gotta get
Oh,
those
yeah.
one
Just
packs.
sitting in their car waiting.
Yeah.
Yep.
Shameful.
Uh,
With next to women who want to buy diapers.
yeah. Yep. Exactly. And they're just on a routine. You're like
Yeah,
on
you're
a
like,
different
oh,
routine. Yeah.
Must get figs.
Where are
So
you?
yeah, it was. I've been into this kind of content forever, all of it, and it was been marketing for about 20 years on the agency side, and I made good money because I stayed in the industry for a long time, but I was kind of miserable, and I was burned out. I was looking for something else to do, and had saved enough money to actually do a build out and not have to take a loan to get the shop. We got into
Nice.
Echo Park before it's become what it is today. So
Right.
This location is huge right now.
yeah.
Huge.
There's everything's going on. So many restaurants, bars, and it's all catering to sort of like the Dodger crowd during the
Right.
season.
Yep.
And it's a destination in its own right with all the stuff that's going on. So
Yeah.
happy to be here. But yeah, it just loved it. I think thought about a couple other businesses, but I had so much inventory of my own.
Right. Yes.
Being the nerd collector that I am, that I was able to hit the ground running when we opened and just
Yeah.
sort of stock the stuff.
Great move.
Yeah, thanks. It's a labor of love. It's a lot of work.
No, it's very similar to like the vibe you have as a collector. You know, you're always trying to flip this to get that, and then eventually you have such a large collection that it's like you make it your livelihood. You know, it becomes your job, and you love it. You know, you have all these awesome things for so long, and then someone comes in and they got enough money for it, so it goes home with them. You know.
Yeah. I think the challenge, especially with the toys, is as an owner,
Yeah.
is really relegating myself because I look through what comes out from Diamond Comics every month, and you see all these like toys. I'm like, I want that. I want that. I want that.
Yeah.
But customers don't necessarily want that.
Right.
I try to feel like I have a good curated sense, but toys are a tough one. Sometimes it'll take a toy a couple years in the shop to sell to somebody who finally wants it.
Right.
And I don't particularly want to be that guy that's like hustling online all the time. That's not why I did a shop like this. I did it for the community, meeting customers, great customers like you guys.
Right.
Getting into the gaming community. The
You need
artist
that
community.
online guy. You need that guy.
Let's
The
talk.
flip
Let's
button
talk.
I'll help you
Do
about
need
the
online.
online.
Because it just takes
I
a
don't
lot
type fast, but I know the moves.
of. So it's a challenge, especially with the toys, because you really have to watch it. Because there's been
Yeah, definitely.
there's been some weeks where my invoice comes back and it's like expensive because of toys.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, but it's I think after 5 years I've kind of gotten it.
No, you
we're
keep a great selection in here and everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody can come in and find something for themselves here.
Thanks. Appreciate that.
All right, let's take a look and see if Manus is going to get that Psylocke that he's been
Well, you
looking
gotta
at
tell
up
him
there.
about.
Get the Psylocke. Buy the Psylocke.
We're going to see if he's going to get it.
Oh, God. Okay.
Thanks,
Here we
guys.
go.
Yeah.
All right. I'll take this. I'll take this one.
Excellent. Good choice, Manus.
All right.
Let's see here. That's going to be $80.
All right. How about I get a can of Sprite and pour you a couple sips out of it? How does that sound?
It's still $80, Manus.
All right. What about I find an old man, his imagination, I bring you his imagination for it.
Dude, it's $80.
So, what if I were to, like, give you, you know, a very old croissant, though?
An old, crusty, hardened croissant?
Well, it's, you know, it's hardened with age, experience. It's an experienced croissant.
Still $80.
Okay. All right. How about this? I'll get you 4 turkeys, some bread, live turkeys, and some really good mayonnaise.
It's $80.
I saw a few pebbles as I walked in. You didn't see these pebbles. I'll bring those inside. We trade that for it. Collecting is tight! So, pebbles instead?
$80, sorry.
Drive a hard bargain, sir.
We got there.
We did. We made it.
Thank you, man.
We made it.
it. We got there. You did it.
She's coming home. All right, so now we're gonna head over to the Earthling studio and see what kind of joints they got banging on the wall. So yo, collecting is tight. We're back. I just copped some fire ass shit.
Yeah, we did.
We're here with Earth, Nick, Earthling VIP studio.
Yes,
Had a
indeed.
nice little pick through. So basically, man, what really got y'all into the vintage game?
So it takes me really far back, all the way back to like 7 or 8 years old.
Wow.
It was hats.
Okay.
So I was addicted, dude. Like, I found these old snapbacks at like a thrift store one day, just with my mom, you know. Found one and I was like, this is sick. And I think it was, I don't even remember which one it was. It could have been like a Jet. I think it was a Jets, New York Jets hat, but had a green underbill, snapback. Like, it was just everyone. Like, you remember when New Era? Like, I was born in '97, so
Right.
I'm younger than a lot of people that are into vintage, but like that early comeback of like New Era snapbacks when they
Yep.
started making hella remakes.
Yeah.
Like, I went into the store and I bought one and I hated how it fit.
Right.
And I found this one at the thrift store and it fit so perfect. It like
Yep.
curved my head. It was all nice. I was like, yeah, this is what I need to find. I need to
feel
find
like
a bunch of these.
Back then, the quality of the clothes was way higher.
Yeah, even down to the fucking your hats.
Straight
you know what
up.
I mean? Like, when you put a hat on it, like from the New Era new ones, like the news, it would be like a box on your
Right.
head. But when it would just lay nice right over, you know.
Someone's already
It was
broken
just,
it
I don't
in.
know. Yeah, it was just nicer. Yeah, and it was already broken in, exactly. And I don't know, it took me on this little rabbit hole. And I remember one of my friends in high school, like, I had already collected a bunch from thrifting. And I would always hit thrift stores after hats. And I would not just buy hats, I'd start buying button-ups and pants and shoes if I found them, if they were clean enough. Like, anything. My whole jump off was
Just that
thrift store.
swag.
It was just thrift store shit. It was $2 shit. And all my friends were like, yo, where
What's
you're
up?
getting your shit at. Like, that's not from the mall. And I'm like, it's not from the mall. It's just probably, this one's probably from 2005. This is probably from 92.
Yeah.
These shoes,
Flip
I
it.
have no idea what era they're from. They're just some old Nike trainers.
Mesh them up together.
You know, so it was just like, just combination of shit that I just liked. It wasn't even like, oh, this is popular, this is cool. I just found it and enjoyed it. And
See, I feel like vintage has kind of always had its place, but at the moment it's like at a high
peak.
point. It's
Yeah.
like really high end right
Well,
now.
everything's just getting older and older too with time.
Right.
So the further you get away from that time period, it makes you like want to feel that nostalgic moment when you find
Exactly.
a T-shirt. It takes you back to that your childhood when you're growing up, and like I feel like that's why more and more people like discovering what vintage is, and like also it saves the planet. It's just like growing
Real shit.
bigger and bigger
Yeah.
right now. Like
I mean, there's a lot of,
vintage
you know,
is for
obviously,
everybody. It can be
you know,
like
health and awareness of the world is like becoming more popular. Back, I feel like in the 90s, and I mean, I guess I wasn't really there, but I know, I mean, people just didn't give a shit. Like,
Nope.
littering was just normal, common, like, ball your little gum wrapper up and throw it
Throw
on
it
down
around.
the ground. It was nothing, you know?
Yeah.
Now people are a little more conscious and aware, so that clothing, you know, you're like, oh, I could go buy a $10 t-shirt at H&M, or I could go buy a $20 t-shirt at the, you know, at the thrift store, or I could go to the homie shop and spend 30 or 40 and like,
Or I could go extra.
yep, or
I
you
could
could go
extra
extra,
out and go
yep.
crazy
No,
talk.
there's levels. There's definitely levels.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's crazy how you realize at a certain point, if you're really trying to make the thrift store shit, I mean the vintage shit, a business, you gotta give up the thrift store, but you gotta continue to go there. Like
Right.
you
have
go
to
there
get
for your
somehow.
own stuff. You don't
rely
go there to
on
fucking
it, though,
to go get shit. You go
Right.
there because it's a part of your
Yeah.
roots, and you go check it out, and you're always gonna like.
we
If it's
grew
a
up
source for you,
thrifting,
yeah,
so
we
we're
grew up
always
thrifting.
gonna
Like I
thrift,
always
yeah.
do that, but if you're really trying to make a business out of it,
You have to-
you know,
we like to
there's-
handpick
I like to
things,
handpick
so
everything.
We
Yeah.
want to have like one.
I can't go to the thrift store and like be like, all right, I'm gonna find a Marvel shirt today. Like
Right.
you can't just say
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I feel like you go to a curated spot, you
Yeah.
find that.
You
Yeah,
can find that,
you can
yeah, and it's
figure
like,
out
yeah,
what
you might
you-
have
you're
to
gonna
pay
pay,
60,
but-
80 and sell for 100 or
Right.
But
80.
you know you'll find something.
But-
Well, that's the thing too. As soon as the shirt gets bought for a price, it almost doubles its money a lot of the
Yeah.
time because it's like, damn, that guy wanted it too.
yeah,
Like shit.
100%.
Not even to like talk about the Marble Gang right now, but we like. I didn't even mean to do this, but me and a kid were bidding on a shirt on eBay. I drove the thing to $295 on it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like,
It was a cool shirt.
it was one of
Yeah,
the
shit
latest
like
ones
that.
we'd
No,
ever
Yeah,
seen.
that
bro,
happens all the
that
time.
happens with our
So
homies. We'll
yeah,
all
like
be
with the
bidding
hip
on
hop,
this
with the
thing.
hip hop t-shirt community, like everyone that watches eBay shit on hip hop, like
I know
we're
who's
always
watching.
like everyone follows. Like I know literally like
Who's
I
looking.
can see the
The
ends of their
accounts
fucking
who are
accounts. I'm
like-
like, oh, that's probably this motherfucker. That's
Yeah.
probably this motherfucker. But that's the thing. Things will just shoot up, and
We all want
it's the
them.
game.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone
We
wants
all
them.
want it.
It's
We all
one
have
of those
money.
things. Yeah, when things have like a peak, you know, of people wanting them, it's really like at that point, like prices are kind of like all over the place. Like there is no such thing as like true value
Right.
because like things are getting sold
Yeah.
at ridiculous prices.
It's a
all the
seller's
time.
market at this point.
Yeah, exactly. It's just
Pick and
things are
choose.
bouncing. Like I've seen shirts that I personally wouldn't pay over $300 for, sell for over $1,000. But that's just my personal taste.
Real shit,
But
yeah.
there's personal taste people that will pay grand for that. So
Yeah.
I can't deny
Because
that.
they want it.
Yeah, like
Not
you know
at
what I
all.
mean. Like, but it's not about the money here. It's more or less like
The feeling.
the feeling and like when you find something rare, like, and then like finding its
Yeah.
home is so crazy.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Wow.
Like, that's
Real
that's
shit.
the
Because the
dopest
person
thing.
when
You know?
they find it get the same energy as
Exactly.
when you
Like
found
I'll
it
see
as a
someone
thrift.
like
You're
feel it.
yo,
You're like,
your
yeah, I
heart
think I
just
need to
goes.
grab this. Like this is
Yeah.
Yes,
crazy.
you do.
Yeah.
This is for you and today.
Yeah,
like,
like it's
super
meant to
wild.
come into your life.
And there's so
Damn,
many
man.
things that like, there's been times that we've missed out on shirts, and we've been like,
and
fuck,
we're
and then
like-
we're like, you know what?
I feel like the
It wasn't meant to be. And
Right.
then at like some random ass time, that same shirt,
the exact same shirt comes in.
the one from that person that got sent to a different person ends up with us
Yeah.
Wow.
later
Like,
because
we
we don't
have
stress
a-
about it and we
like
don't
that
worry
pop-
about it. Yeah. And there was also a
This
pop.
is advice for me right now.
Yeah,
It's crazy because there's times where you're like, fuck, I need that right now.
Yes.
But it's
that's
like,
my
yo,
problem.
sometimes you realize like, all right,
The
cool.
world will give it back
Like,
to you.
yeah, I didn't get that one because I'm about to get
Get
this. Like,
something else. Yeah.
my homie Richard is actually, this is the...
Shout out
this is-
Richard.
yeah.
Shout out
RS Vintage, that's the
yo.
homie.
He's the truth.
Yes, I've gotten so many fucking
Gems.
personal pieces from him, and yeah, he's been since the day we first met. We've done trades and always done trades. He's one of the only guys I do trades with very like consistently. Just because he knows us, he knows what we like, and he knows, he just knows what we like to sell. He knows what we don't like to sell, so he knows how to hit either button. You know what I mean? If he sees something that he knows we can make a little bit more on than he can, because his exactly, and then vice versa. Like I sell him stuff all day too, you know, for his page. But so there's this Big L shirt. Yep, that originally one of the other homies had, and got sold to him, and I was like, fuck, I needed that thing. Like Big L, like is one of our favorites. You know what I mean?
No, he's the truth.
So we're like, God damn, we need that shit. Like, you know, I was like, you know what? Don't worry about it. Like, it's in reach. Because Richard, like, what's something that is owned with Richard? It's either never for sale, or he is.
He'll pass it to a homie.
He's down to like pass it to the homie, and like one of the first people he like is down to pass it to is me most of the time, because I'm also down to pay too. Because I understand what it is. He knows he's not going to get lowballed for me. Okay, I'll know, like, I'll pay if it's for personal. But, yeah, he was, like, randomly, I sell him. He had been bugging me for a mask shirt. It's like one right there, but it's a different one. It's the Milo
the dog.
The Milo the dog.
From the movie?
Yeah, from the Jim
So,
Carrey.
for a we collect mask tees. There's one drying right here. Very, very nice. We love
some crazy shit.
We love Jim Carrey. We love the mask shirts. We're always.
Have you guys read the
comic?
You've seen the comic before?
Yeah, we actually have a comic tee.
We have two comic tees.
We have the comic version too.
Is he who drew
You do have one in there?
Yeah, no, not in for sale, but in
because
for
your boy.
sale.
I'm a huge fan, so I got
He loves
sketch
the mask. That's his shit.
so sick.
Well, tell everyone where they can find you and where's the best place to learn more.
Give us the juice.
Pretty much, you got to come and book an appointment with us if you want to see the goodies.
Through Instagram.
But yeah, Instagram is at Earthling.VIP, EARTHLING.VIP. If you want anything, everything, we try to have a little bit of everything. So, maybe if it's not something that we particularly rock every day, we still appreciate a lot of cultures through vintage, so we're always trying to get everything and, just always have a lot, because, we like to learn new things too.
Son of Monsterpalooza, here we are, and we're about to get in line.
There's gonna be some creatures from hell. What's up, y'all? Collecting is in fact tight. We're fucking back from Son of Monsterpalooza. We had a fantastic time seeing all sorts of different special effects, makeup, and horror art and horror movie collections, movies I'd never seen before. Unfortunately, those aren't the things I bought while I was there. I got some fucking comics because I found a Spider-Man 2099 #1 through fucking 6. So I said, give me that shit. I got Gen 13 #3. That's a t-shirt I have. So I was like, I'm gonna need that. Fucking Joe Mad variant, a steampunk #4. Chris Bacalo draws the inside of this. This shit is fucking ridiculous. Crimson #2. Why is that lit? Because I have Crimson #1. Sicky McIcky. Time Slip. Had never seen this before. This is an interesting take on all sorts of different realities with heroes we love so much. But from back then, as you can see if you read comics now, we've done that a lot with many characters at this point. But that's pretty fucking tiz Nairu. And because I've been on that Vinty T his Nairi, and I got this Vinty Tiz No Re on my Fizno, I don't know what that means. I do. I'll explain it to you right here somewhere. See that? That's what it means. Got it. Okay. So I got some Torment issues because I wanted to see if I could find some T-ads in this shit. So let's look through this one. I'm pretty sure there's some dope jammies in here. Let's check it out. Ooh. Bam. Seen this shirt all over the place. Definitely need that guy. Eric Larson, Spidey City Spideying it up. I want that shit too. Fire. Well, Let's kick that over to Eli and see what that fool got. Take it away, sir.
What up? Eli here. I also had to dig in the bins at Son of Monsterpalooza. Obviously loved all the makeup, the masks, the sculptures, everything was cool. But obviously we love seeing what's in the bins at a horror convention. The Meta Barons, Jodorowsky and Mobius. A killer book right here. I got Blammo, more comics by Noah Van Sciver. I think Manus actually even pulled this one out for me. Just cool looking, wild indie books. Gotta do it.
What a guy!
This one I picked up for my sweet lady. We needed one more to do our 10 for $1 or whatever it was. So Arachnophobia. I didn't even look to see who the artist is of this, but it's just one of those movies that I loved. I never saw it, was too scared. She loved, but you always saw the ads in the comics back in the day. Gotta get those EC when you get them. Weird Science, number 3. Weird Science. Got that Wally Wood cover, you know it does. Revolver, this month's Fantastic Fables. Just a cool looking book. I haven't even, a Renegade Press book, so you know it's good. When it says Renegade, you know it's good. Dork number 1 by Evan Dorkin. Classic book. Dude who went on to do the Bill and Ted's comics, do a bunch of indie books. Milk and Cheese, you might remember. Reed Fleming, just another book that looks indie and looks great. A couple people said it was a good one, so I'm excited to get into that Eclipse book. And then there was an artist there. He wasn't a comic book author or anything. He was like a beautiful horror artist. His name is Scott Sherrod, and I got his book, Crispus. So that's an art book, and he did a really cool sketch inside. He did this Pennywise. Let's see where the sketch is. Yeah, he did that sketch, original sketch inside that circle, and then all around. So that's awesome, and he just does these really cool horror things. And he creates these intense backstories for each and every one of these paintings. He was telling you, Manus, I think you remember. Collecting is tight. You know it. Another great week.
It was great.
Saw and did and bought and just enjoyed.
Definitely bought.
Yeah.
Jesus.
And just enjoy the joy of collecting.
We got more shit, y'all.
Until next week, you know it is. Collecting is tight. Check out the podcast, Can I Thwipp It? Check us out on Instagram. You know it.
That's us.
Drugstore for the get down. I came through, I hit the drugstore for the get down. If y'all need me, hit the drugstore for the get down, get down. I just pulled up right to the get down, yeah. Hit the drugstore for the get down. I just hit the drugstore for the get down, get down. I just hit the drugstore for the get down, hit the drugstore for the get down, hit the drugstore for the get down, get down. Tell them little niggas about to get down. Yep. I still flip my shit off the hip now.